Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time I have two replays featuring the new French premium light tank, the ELC AMX 90, which is a premium tank you could win from the recent sort of op going if you was lucky enough to pick Ragnar at the end. And yeah, it's essentially the old tech tree Bliss ELC light tank. How it used to be before they sort of changed it to have sort of rotational turret. This is how it was before, where it had the turret lock, and just at tier 6. I loved the tank before. It was actually, funny enough, the first premium tank, so the first tech tree tank I ever free marked, a long time ago, and I'm glad I've got an opportunity to play it again in its original form, because I really enjoy it. It's essentially got dirty camo. I think I've got it down to concealment of like 223, and it has a really nice gun for a tier 6. It's got 240 alpha, and yeah, it is turret locked, so you can't, obviously it's not good in like a light battle engagement, because obviously you can't turn your turret. It's a bit more of a sneaky light tank. Very good passive scout because of the good camo. Not the best active scout because of the turret lock, but you can also just play it as like a fast-paced mobile TD if you like, to keep relocating across the map and abusing that camo and getting the shots in. So the first game here, we are on How Pass. I believe it is actually I am bottom tier at the moment, and yeah, we're going to see. I think it's on the team destruction, so we don't have to worry about the cap. And yeah, we're going to see how we get on. We got off to to start pretty well. We've got two pens at the start of the game. I'm now just trying to look to see if I can relocate and create a second angle. I'm going to go basically wide, try and abuse the camo and see if I can get any cheeky shots in. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, if I'm honest, playing this tank. So if you're fortunate enough to win it, it is a great little tank to play. I'm not so sure it's working. You can buy it, but it's like sort of 7,000 gold or something, and I think that's quite a lot for a gold for a tier 6 light tank, although it does come with lots of camo. So here we go, we've got another shot in, we've got a little bit of track assistance. I'm just trying to relocate and create a wide angle basically. This enemy striker though is a problem, because obviously that's going to have really good camo as in concealment as well, and obviously I really don't want to get in a 1v1 battle with the striker because he's clearly going to win. But as you can see here, I've used my distance, just getting some shots in, and it does have quite a long aim time, but fortunately enough these shots are landing anyway. And now we're going to try and relocate to a secondary angle again, trying to get some more side shots on the enemy team. So far we're 2 tanks up, so it's pretty even battle at the moment, but I'm struggling to get the shots basically just from where our team are playing, where the enemy team have pushed up. For me to get the shots, I'm going to have to push quite close, which then I'll probably be in a position where you're going to get lit, and also you don't have a lot of hit points, so when you do get spotted you obviously have to be careful, because you can, especially in a bottom tier game, you can get taken out pretty quickly. But I'm going to try and relocate all the way to the side of the map and see if we can find some more angles on these enemy tanks on the left. Unfortunately for me, this T-3488 is pushing round. He's still pretty healthy. In a 1v1 fight, he's probably going to win, but he's holding me up at the moment. I'm hoping that if he pushes me, I'm going to have cover basically for my friendly team. So if he actually full sends any higher than he is, he's probably going to get taken out by my friendly team. And that's at least my plan. We got one shot into him. Unfortunately, they missed a shot, so we are still full health. We're going to try and get a shot at this rover, but I really want to get rid of this T-34 to my right, because once they're dead, once that tank's dead, I can then push around and keep moving and create another angle again, because this has gone back to an 8v8 now. We managed to get the one shot in, and then I was expecting to eat a shot there. Don't get me wrong, I got lucky that I didn't eat a shot, but I was happy to eat a shot because it put him on the one, and then was able to take out a kill, and that's freed up the freedom now to try and move a bit around the map. I'm trying to get away from this enemy light tank which is pushing around, just because he's going to spot me, and I want to try and create the distance now so I can get side shots when they're fighting our friendly greenies here on the left hand side. At least that's the plan anyway. So we're going to move around, abuse the mobility, and obviously the filthy camo, and that's how I play this at this tank. Really, I just keep recut. I either, certain maps I will get in the bush and do a bit of passive scouting, or I'll just keep relocating, just getting cheeky shots, and just trying to create the angles all the time, and just be abusing your camo like that. We're going to come out of this situation and see if we can help our friendly team who's fighting this Sturm Tiger P. We're looking for a shot here. You do see the big aim time, so we're waiting for the aim so we make sure we hit a shot. He actually gets taken out by the GW Tiger, and we pick up a little bit of assistance. I've now seen the enemy fun police shooting, and I'm thinking, yeah, our team's probably not appreciating being getting shot by those fun police at the moment. So I'm thinking I'm going to go and spot them and see if we can get some shots in. So obviously if I spot them, our friendly fun police can then shoot them as well, and it's going to stop them focusing our friendly team now they're lit. You can see there the dirty camo. I actually managed to shoot at like almost 200 metres and not get spotted there, and I'm not even really shooting through a bush. We do get our second shot in, but then we do get lit, so we've got to try and move and lose this spot, and then we're going to go back in and see if we can finish off this fun police. I'm guessing the second fun police is around this area as well, because just looking at the map positions it would make sense, and there they are. So we do manage to spot the second fun police now, but it is quickly, this game is sort of to turn into a little bit. It's now 3 versus 4. It's been even all the way through, but now we've got to be a little bit careful, and I want to kill these fun police as quickly as I possibly can, so that I can go and then help my friendly tank destroyer, because I think there's an enemy ELC on the still left, and there's also a Centurion, which I'm not too sure how many hit points the Centurion's on at this point, but I want to kill these fun police quickly before the Centurion then makes its way to my location and forces me to run away. We're looking for the potential finish here. If we roll average, I think we should be able to take him out, or maybe might have to roll a little bit higher. We should, if we average roll, we should be able to take him out. Unfortunately, low roll, we don't finish him off, but we should be able to get the finish anyway, and we do. And now we're safe from the enemy fun police just behind this rock. Just going to try and pull back so we don't get shotgunned. And while he's lit, our friendly fun police will have potential shots, to help us out. And especially now that unfortunately our friendly TD's been destroyed, I'm going to try and keep this enemy artillery spotted so that it gets shot basically by our friendly front police, and then we can move on, because at this stage I'm lit. It's a very good chance the enemy light tank and the Centurion are on their way to take me out, and I don't want to be there for when they get there. Thankfully our GW Tiger, he's had a good game there. He takes out the enemy fun police for me, which is really helpful, and now I'm going to get out there as quickly as I possibly can to create the distance, because I can obviously outspot the Centurion. If it was just me versus the Centurion left on this big map like this, I'm going to be able to keep moving around, abusing my view range. But I get spotted by the enemy light tank, who's also on full health. So I've decided that, it's really important that I hit the first shot, because we both don't have a turret. Now I've hit the first shot, I should be able to win the DPM race, unless they swap into HE. Thankfully, we actually get taken out by our friendly artillery again. We would have won then, because we also beat his reload, so we would have then got the finish. But now we're spotted. We're going to stay safe until we lose our spot from the Centurion, and now we're going to get out of there, get out of dodge, just in case, if that Centurion's full health, obviously I'm a one shot, it's going to come over and take me out. My best play now is just to get distance, get safe, and then we can go spotting the Centurion for our friendly fun police, or try and catch him out in the open to get the kill. At least that's a plan. So we've had a decent game. We've got 3,000 damage, 1,500 assistance, and we picked up 2 kills. So we've had a decent game. We don't want to throw it away now, because obviously if I do die, then it's going to leave our friendly fun police, who's also, who's helped me out quite a lot in this particular game. And we don't want to throw the game away now. So we're going to try and go around. We now, at this point, the Centurion no longer knows where we are, which is good. But unfortunately, we don't know where they are, so we need to try and find them before we get too close to, because it could potentially be running for our friendly fun police. So we need to try and spot him as quickly as we can, because then I'm just going to try and keep him spotted, so that between me and the help of our friendly artillery, we're going to be able to take him out. You can see, I think it's got a top speed of around 65 kilometers, so it is pretty quick. It's just, you know, with that turretless, you know, with that turret lock, you obviously not want to get in those light battles because it's going to be really awkward. So we're trying to go around and see where the Centurion is, and we spot him, and he's actually on a one-shot to us, which is really good. You know, we're both on a one-shot, but I have the beauty of having the artillery support, so he's going to be in a lot more pressure to push me, because every time he's sitting there spotted, obviously he's going to be able to get getting shot at by our friendly fun police. At this point, I'm just waiting to see if he pushes over this ridge, and then I can get the kill, because I don't want to be pushing over that ridge. And then obviously with the gun depression of the Centurion, he's going to be able to get the shot in before I'm able to get my gun down to get the shot in. So I'm being patient, because like I say, I have to support the fun police, so I know that, you know, he's going to have to keep getting shot at. He's going to have to move safe from the artillery, and he does do that. He moves behind this rock, and now I'm going to take the opportunity to actually get close to him, so I keep him properly spotted and just watch this rock, because if he pokes and I'm pre-aiming the rock, then I'm obviously going to be able to, you know, unless I fluff my shot, I'm going to be able to get the shot in first and win the trade. And I'm going to hopefully that happens. He does come out, but he side scrapes at quite an extreme angle, which allows me to pen. And that is it for the replay number 1. We got 3 kills, 3,200 damage, 1,600 assistance. Even though it was 2,070 base XP, just because, you know, the tank's only just come out, it wasn't ace. It would be an ace normally, but, you know, there you go. But we've got one more replay to come, and it is a good one, so I will stop rambling on, and I'll see you there in a bit. Okay, so here for the final replay on steps. We are top tier. There is 2 enemy fun police in this game, and we go on to have a really good game, but it does get a little bit hairy towards the end. So initially I'm going to go and, you know, be a bit of a passive scout, and actually try and just use this bush here quite aggressively, abuse the beautiful camo of the tank, especially the fact that we are, you know, top tier as well is going to help a lot, and see what we can spot, see if we can spot any tanks crossing, and, you know, catch them out, pick up a little bit of cheeky assistance damage at the start. So we've got a little bit of assistance there for spotting that heavy crossing. The enemy light tank is a little bit of a nuisance where he is, because it's going to kind of keep us spotted, but we are able to stay a little bit protected by this rock to our right. We chanced a shot there, but actually do get lit for it. I was kind of just testing out, you know, how good the camo was, but unfortunately we do get lit there, but it's okay. We managed to get behind the rock and avoid taking any damage, and we picked up 700 assistance. The enemy light tank pokes up high. I know I'm going to get spotted for this, but I really just wanted to punish the light tank, because that's going to be it's quite, you know, one of the bigger tanks in this sort of lobby at the moment. So I wanted to get the punish on that light tank at the start. Someone was firing a few blind shots at me there, so I had to be careful, but we managed to track this KV in the open, unfortunately for him, and now he's getting farmed, and we're able to use the rock to our left to shield ourselves from the enemy team, while we just get these shots in, pick up some assistance, pick up a little bit extra damage. We're going to try and get a shot, you know, a slim shot into this TD. We wait for it, and we do manage to get that one in, which is nice. And we've gone on to have a, you know, really decent start to the game. Pick up another kill. Need to get back into cover now. Again, using this rock to protect ourselves until we've lost our spot, and then we can, move on from there. We've got shots into this T-44. Unfortunately, we just managed to get over before we can get a shot, but I'm just looking to see if we can get a little tiny shot, and we found the smallest of shots, but we are able to get it in. And you can see when you've got this sort of 240 alpha and you are actually top tier, you know, you're free shot in tanks, you know, at this sort of matchmaking. So it is really nice. We managed to again get a shot into the cupola, putting us onto 1700 damage. And at the start of this game, you're thinking, you know, 12 versus 8, it's probably going to be another one of those games where you just sort of wash through the team. But it quickly changes in a very short space of time. And now it's, you know, a 9 versus 8, and it's a lot more closer game again. We're looking to see if we can get any shots. So I wanted to try and take out the medium, which is just behind me, but I can't quite work out an angle for that at the moment. And this enemy light tank is running around. which is only a tier 5 light, so we can two-shot the light tank. But obviously we don't have a turret, so it does make things a little bit awkward. We're going to stop just to aim that shot. We eat one, but we're able to get a shot in, putting this leopard onto a one-shot, which is nice. And now we're just trying to aim to see if we can finish him off, and we do that. Putting it back into a 7v7, but we've, at least we've got out of that situation okay, and we're still reasonably healthy. We're only sort of eating a little bit of damage at the start, so that's quite good. I'm going to sort of pull back here and just see what we can do. But I notice when we spot this Wolverine on the top, and we get a cheeky snapshot there. Thankyou 6.0. That was a nice little shot we got in there. We put ourselves onto 2,300 damage, 1,000 assistance. But the enemy fun police is actually aiming in on us, so we've got to be a little bit careful there. We don't want to get shotgun by the artillery. It looks like our friendly light tank is going in on the artillery, so I was going to use this as an opportunity to see if I can get a cheeky shot of damage into the artillery, and then, to be honest with you, run and get the hell out of there, because we're kind of all by ourselves now at this point, now that the light tank's died. But we do get one into the artillery. Unfortunately, it wasn't high enough to actually pick up the kill. I was looking to see if we can get another shot in, but I'm thinking, you know what, we're going to get shotgunned if we do that. Let's not ruin this game. Let's get out of there and assess the situation. We're putting ourselves in a bit of a dangerous situation right now. So we need to lose the spot. We need to then play a little bit distance. And I'm looking at our base, and I'm thinking that our friendly fun polices are running, which is good. But I need to go back and defend the base, because it's quite likely going to be, maybe one, maybe two enemy tanks heading towards our cap. And I would like to spot them if I can before they get there. We do spot this, or a medium tank T-34 gets spotted, go into the base, but he is a one shot to us, which is good, because that means we can just go in and pick up that kill. We're going to try and, also we don't have a turret, so we're going to try and get behind him if possible, as he doesn't know we're coming at this point, and we do get behind him, so we're going to stop, aim this shot, make sure we don't fluff it, and we pick up a kill, and we kind of defended our base. But now it's gone down to a 2 versus 5 situation. From that start of the game where, it started really well for our team, now we're up against it. But there is this sort of tank on this sort of map where you've got lots of, space to move around, lots of bushes. It's going to be favourable to a light tank like this, especially when you are top tier, because you can keep relocating, you can use your speed and just keep getting those poke shots in where you can. This Wolverine gets spotted out in the open. It is a one shot to us. Unfortunately, we missed that shot. Now, I really want to try and take out this shot just to take the tank out of the game. Unfortunately, we can't get the shot in, and we eat one as well, which is not great. But our friendly fun police does shut him down, which is incredibly helpful. I should have taken him out before, but I didn't have a lot of time to aim the shot in, unfortunately. But now we got a one-shot Hellcat pushing our fun police, and I need to try and help him out, because I don't really want to lose him at this stage of the game. Unfortunately, we miss our shot, which is far from ideal. But it looks like the enemy, Hellcat is locked on and killing this artillery. I'm going to just full send. I need to just kill this tank as quickly as I possibly can, because it's keeping us spotted at the moment, which means I'm going to get shot by the fun police, or our friendly fun police is going to get shot. So we need to try and deal with him. We did deal with a Hellcat, but it was a bit too late, because our friendly artillery does then get taken out, leaving me in a 1 versus 3 against this medium tank and 2 enemy fun police. But I'm going to try. I was thinking to get to this hill in front of me, because from there I should be able to get some potential shots in before they get too close. But I've then decided, I'm actually going to try and use the hill on my left, because the hill on my left at the front, ignore that crazy, fantastic driving by me. This hill on my left, I should be able to lean over and shoot some of the artilleries. I know one of the artilleries was actually a one shot, I believe. I can remember from the start of the game. So if I can take that out, then that's going to even your team up a little bit. We do spot one of the fun police. It's not the one shot, but we're going to take this time to get that shot in. At least now I know both of the enemy fun police artilleries is on a one shot. And now we've got this T-34, which is still fairly healthy, and if he gets too close to me, he's just going to win that trade. So I'm looking to see if we can get a shot in before he gets too close, because then it'll put him on, probably a free shot to us realistically. But I think I'm not going to get the opportunity, so I'm just going to run get out of there, get out of dodge, and just again just abuse the camo, the speed of the tank, and what it's good for. Just relocate, keep relocating, keep them guessing, and try and create a different angle. So I'm going to go back to the other ridge, hopefully then catch him unaware and get a shot in before he gets close. He is caught out in the open now. We're going to take this shot. We want to get those hit points in. Thankfully, we don't even get lit for that, which is great. They probably do realistically know where I am because I've just taken that shot if they were watching the tracer. But now I've got an opportunity to kill a one-shot artillery crossing. So we do that. And now this is a situation where the T-34-85 is coming for us. But we are reasonably safe in the artillery here. Definitely not impossible to get the hit, but we've got... when we poke up here, obviously we're going to be able to get risk getting spotted. But this T-34 is coming for us, and because I don't have a turret, I don't want to be taking this fight. So I'm trying to bait him round as much as I can. And now I baited him round, I'm trying to lose the spot, and then I'm going to try and get out of there again. And just again create that second angle, hoping we don't get spotted on our escape, if possible. And then we can try and get some shots into him again. But as we crop, we do get lit, which is actually from the enemy front police. We try and take a snapshot. Annoyingly, that doesn't go in, so we need to move. But the artillery's fired, and at least we've got a little bit of distance from this medium. We're going to take this opportunity to kill this front police now, before the medium gets to us, and then we can get out of there. And if we do that, at that stage, it should be reasonably comfortable for the win. But we just need to make sure we kill this artillery. They've missed their shot. We've got the opportunity. We need to hit this shot. We do. And now we need to get out of there as quickly as we can. Because once we've got out of there and we've got unlit, we're going to just hopefully be able to catch the medium out in the open and then take him out. Because we're on for a really nice game now. We've got 7 kills for 3,000 damage. We can get the Radleys here if we pick this up. But now again we've caught him in the open. I'm just going to go a little bit further so I can get in this bush and then take the shot. This is exactly where I want to be fighting this medium. If I could pick any sort of engagement, it's going to be right now, because we are not going to get lit for this shot. We're shooting through like 3 bushes. We put him onto a one shot. Now we can eat a shot, and to be honest with you, yeah, it's a perfect situation. But we're going to go and try and spot him again. We don't want him to get unlit here because we want to keep him trapped in the open. But we do let him, he's heading this way, so I'm just going to wait, patient, aim my shot, make sure we hit it, which we do, and then GG's, we managed to pick up the victory. Let's just see how we did at the scoreboards. We got 8 kills, 3,579 damage, 1,165 assistance. We got the ace tanker, we got the high caliber, we got the artillery medal, we got 2,200 base XP. And yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I'll say it now. I hope everyone has a very nice Christmas. And as always, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!